Good afternoon. My name is Brian Shipwash. I'm Clerk of Superior Court of Davidson County, North Carolina. I am here in Golden, Colorado today as chairman of the Forfeiture Review Panel of the Americans for the Preservation of Bail. This National Forfeiture Review Panel is made up of judicial officials, attorneys, and bail agents and representatives of companies, and is designed for one purpose: to ensure that bail agents and surety companies follow through on their contractual obligation, their promise to the courts and jurisdictions in which they serve to pay bond forfeitures. If a defendant fails to appear, the bail concept stands behind that commitment to the court and pays the full amount of the bond. Not only are the failure to appear rates superior to taxpayer-funded pretrial release, but it is this promise to the courts and the citizens that I appreciate as a judicial officer and recognize the bail concept as a vital part of the overall functioning of our judicial system. I am here to support the efforts of Colorado in their attempts to bring bail measures to the sovereign laws of the state to ensure that this basic premise is upheld and carried out by those who proudly serve this profession. Like any industry, there are those who choose to play by their own set of rules, or in some cases, use the judicial system to manipulate time and attempt to create remedies outside of the general statutes to avoid paying that promise that is crucial to legitimating the bail concept. We realize on this panel that during this economy and ever-increasing government competition through government-funded, taxpayer-funded pretrial release programs, that bond forfeitures take away from the profits of the bottom line. I tender to the state of Colorado and every state in our union that the concept of bail is not about the bottom line. It is about the right of individuals to secure their own release. It is about the right of agents to ensure and engage in commercial pursuits without undue interference or competition from government. It is the right of free men and women and innocent men and women to contract their release without giving up any additional civil liberties that is required by taxpayer-funded pretrial release programs. When bail agents or insurance companies fail to follow through on this promise, the very concept of bail comes to question. The Forfeiture Review Committee was made aware of the Friedman case here in the state of Colorado. This is a $500,000 bond forfeiture that was due over 2.5 years ago after a defendant failed to appear. After being tied up in civil courts for over 2.5 years, we came out to investigate. We met with the various elected officials that were tied to this case, and I also contacted Jerry Watson, who is head legal counsel for International Fidelity Insurance. Mr. Watson assured me today that after he receives another court order to pay the bond forfeiture, that he has the $500,000 ready to pay this jurisdiction. This committee is dedicated to following up on all unpaid forfeitures throughout the United States. Bail works when bond forfeitures are paid, and that's what we're about. As Clerk of Superior Court, I have developed a standard and internal review process that oversees millions of dollars in bond forfeitures going straight to our school system in Davidson County, North Carolina. We have uncovered fraudulent motions to set aside in which agents have been successfully prosecuted for felony obstruction of justice. I have seen several attempts by surety companies to work out deals, and I am very proud that our school board attorney said no deals to these surety companies. The Forfeiture Review Committee wishes to assist clerks of court, judicial officers, and regulators in overseeing forfeitures to ensure their timely collection. We wish to work with state legislators to promote positive bail reform that strengthens the concept of bail. In conclusion, as chairman of the Forfeiture Review Panel, I promise a fair, unbiased review of forfeitures by those on this committee. If anyone is experiencing issues with bond forfeitures going unpaid, I'm asking you to contact Americans for the Preservation of Bail with your issue. There are certain jurisdictions who we feel we can assist and look forward to visiting, jurisdictions such as Hamilton County, Ohio, the states of Connecticut and New Jersey and Florida. And soon, we will all see that the bond industry is best regulated when it begins to regulate itself. I look forward to seeing the promises of yesterday kept and paid today. Thank you for your work.